You have someone losing sleep over you, but in the best way possible. So, really, that person, whoever this is, they're thinking about you. They're kind of wondering whether you're thinking of them as much as they're thinking of you. And it is such a sweet energy. So earlier I was tapping into who they are, their personality, and it is really bubbly. It is, someone who is a ray of sunshine is what I'm hearing. They're optimistic. They see the best in the world. They just know how to set the mood is what I'm hearing. So I was getting Leo energy, fire sign energy. I mean, they could be a fire sign. And the way this came through was through a song. In that song, it's kind of like it's about dancing, it's about having a good time. That person's trying to impress you. I am sensing that they are very attractive. They could have been perceived as a player. From the outside looking in, they're very good looking. They have a lot of charisma. They could also be very successful, is what I'm hearing, or they have a lot to offer. And in a way, it's like in the past, you would have probably looked at that person and you would have been like, well, that's a player. But they are not really that type of person. They might be very confident, giving Leo energy. What is Leo energy? It's kind of like someone who leaves a lasting impression, has a lot of confidence. He or she likes to have a good time and likes to take people along. It's kind of someone, that type of person that is able to really get the party started. That's also something I was hearing in a show recently, where they get the party started. They are the life of the party, and they might have partied a lot, or just like been like a busy bee, like buzzing around, very social. It's giving social butterfly, but they really have their eyes on you. Okay, so don't be fooled. This is not someone who's a player. Okay, I was tapping into that they do have a very much serious intentions with you. And what could be significant, take how it resonates, guys. Like, as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Watch these readings with a little bit of discernment. They could be a dancer. They could be in the limelight, or just be someone who likes to put on a show. It is giving silly goose. It is giving, a little bit of a show off, but in a cute way. You know what I'm saying? Like someone who's not fake. Okay? And in that song, it was about like the groove, okay? Having the groove. And I'm seeing them, the way that they walk, the way that they talk. I'm really getting a little bit warm right now. It's like they are heated, okay? They could be someone who enjoys a night out dancing. Ooh, and they'd be really twirling around, be the life of the party, social butterfly, but at the end of the day, they only have eyes for you. And the way this came through was also through a song. Hold on. Let me see what I've been writing down here. You ask me why I like you more than I like any other girls. You ask me why I want you to be the only one in my world. I just like the way you hold me, and I like everything you think. But what I really like now, baby, I like the way you love me. And it kind of gave me that feeling of you are their number one, and they already see you as the prize. They kind of see you as a very special, is what I was hearing or tapping into. And it's kind of like they want to be the number one for you. Like, I'm getting someone who has a lot of confidence, but they know that for you, it's not about the looks. It's not about what they have to offer, as in money or status, because they have a lot of status. I feel like they have something about them where they have achieved a higher status in life. But they want you to know that they're ready to really put in the work to impress you also. And they feel that you have a very loving energy. I'm definitely sensing, hold on, Spirit, give us a little bit more information on where this is leading right now. Yep, oh my God, can you believe it? Leo energy. I was telling you earlier. I'm sensing that this is someone who has a lot of fire energy. Could well be a Leo, because the way that a Leo is showing up is like the life of the party. Someone who likes to be in the spotlight, someone who celebrates it. But it's not in an arrogant way, no. It's more so they would like to, that is the type of person that has a lot of friends, has a lot of status, and they want you, for example, you go out on a date, they spoil you, they take care of you, but they will always give you attention. When they go out on a date with you, even though they have a lot of status, they would never just, ignore you. Just walk around, talk to everyone, socializing. You would always be by their side. And that is the kind of energy that's giving. And also it was giving truth and a genuine heart. A Leo is very genuine, loyal. Someone who really, when they are in, they're all in, and they can get a little fiery. Yes, at times, they can get a little bit heated, but that's also what we love about Leos, their passion and their fire, their creativity. Inheritance. It's giving someone who wants to build a legacy with you, they don't know you for a long time, but they already see you as someone who is worth investing time, into that connection. Time and energy. And the way there was another part of this song where it was like, girl, my heart is true. Always want to be by your side. I want to be with you. It's like kind of like what their higher self is telling you. It's like, listen, I'm for real, okay? I'm not playing games. I don't know what it is. Like maybe in the past, people have seen this person kind of like as a player, maybe because they're so good looking, and it's kind of like, when you see a good looking man, sometimes you're like, oh, it's probably a player, but they're not at all a player chaser. They're not playing games, because that person really is in for the long run. Let's see what else we have going on. I want to tap into more of a tarot energy here. And by the way, guys, just a quick side note, these readings are about mutual connections, okay? We're not talking about one-sidedness. We're not talking about forcing anything. Like that connection is something that the both of you are initiating, okay? I feel like, yeah, sometimes we might have communication on a telepathic level, but when you're getting into healthy love, you're gonna feel it because you're both initiating this, and that person is really initiating on another level. Spirit, oh my God, I'm like, okay, justice, yeah, you're coming out of the energy of having to deal with people, partners who did not quite, check the boxes for you. That person is ready to give you sort of like, when you have been giving up on love and you were kind of like, listen, I'm not really, it's not that you don't want to have a relationship, but you were kind of over it. Let's just put it that way. You were kind of so disappointed, I feel, that you would have rather stayed alone, and that person was like on a whole other level. I'm sensing that they're really someone who comes into your life like a ray of light, like sunshine, like, you know, bringing all the optimism into your life. And they're not the one to rush things, to, you know, to convince you in a way that's like pushy. But I am sensing, and I was also seeing 144 or 411. You could be someone who is very different, and they have seen this kind of different vibe in you, and they encourage you to be more yourself, if it makes sense. And a song that was coming up was called The Right Kind of Love. I've been writing it down here. I was picking up from Spirit that this is going to, with the Hanged Man, you're called to have a patience. Have a little patience, I'm hearing. There is also that song like where it's like, have a little patience. I don't know the title, but anyways, this is going to unfold naturally. There is no need to rush things. I'm seeing you both. You're getting to know each other, and it is going to fall into place naturally. And this, you know, is kind of what is when you're thinking about a house. Like Spirit is giving me the metaphor of building a house together. They could also be thinking about that, not gonna lie, like they might be thinking about marriage. Yeah, the Empress, the Star, oh my god, this is all falling out. The Empress, they might be thinking about building something for you, providing, I'm hearing, but that is someone who does not see you as an accessory, you know, as a prize that they're just gonna have, but more so they would really like to build for you because they see your worth and your value. And Spirit was telling me, you know, when you build a house, a home, you build it on a stable foundation. That means that it's going to last, because think about the process. You would just rush building a house. You would use materials that are not right, you know what I mean? Like not sturdy. And the first storm comes around and house is crumbling down. And in that sense, sometimes when we're in a relationship, we're coming from the wrong place. We're coming from a place of ego, you know, where it's like you want to control someone, you want to manipulate someone, you want to have someone just for the sake of having them. You're getting into a relationship just for the sake of saying that you're in a relationship. You know, been there, done that. We've all been there. We have learned our lessons, but that person is coming into your life after you have learned your lesson. And in a way, I'm sensing like this energy, like that potential is kind of like, I am hearing justice over your love life, where you finally get to breathe. You get to be yourself around them. They're there to build with you and build you up. Both of this, just like be there as a partner and a friend. And I'm hearing Spirit is saying, it might be slow. The Magician at the bottom of the deck. Are you kidding me? You're really building something here. You're really building something. You're making magic happen together. It might be a little slow in the beginning, but it's going to last. It's going to have a stable foundation. The way that you communicate right now on that level of your consciousness, like you know, when you're creating images about what you would like your love life to be, you know, when you're picturing dates, you're picturing not only visually, but how does that feel? You know, how does it feel to finally experience the love that you have always desired, and not let the world tell you like, you're too old to have that. You know, you can't get married anymore, or you can't have that dream partner or a love that lasts. That's not real. You know, your expectations are unrealistic. You don't listen to that. You know damn well that for you there is a love that is going to feel like home, but now it's up to you to hold on to that vision. Like, by the way, guys, I have a whole workbook around communicating on the telepathic level, where you can, maybe you're in the dating stage, you don't know where it's going to lead you. You're going to, with those conversations, kind of shape it. Not in a way of manipulating someone. It's not about me, God, I'm going to make you do that. I'm going to change you. You're tapping into that level of reality where you feel safe, happy, grounded, you know, where you're feeling the bliss and the ease, and you know and you flow, kind of, you know, you go with the flow, you know it is about to unfold, but in a natural way. And in the meantime, you get to already bring that harmony in. I'm seeing with those 2 cups, not only is it giving union, celebration, it's also like reminding me of like coming together, sharing both the good and the bad. You know, as earlier, I was hearing that marriage line where it's like, love is patient, love is kind. This love that you're going to experience is patient, it's kind, it's not demanding, it's not about status, it's not about looks, it's about really coming together as, you know, in with good intentions, with the best intentions, not just to make a good impression, okay? Page of Wands, yes. They, sorry, I'm just getting hoarse. Let me just drink something. I'm feeling like they might have problems really voicing what they're feeling. Okay, so let's tap into this a little bit more. I have one thing that came up from another song, and let me see. It is by Jeremy Jordan, The Right Kind of Love, and that is their message. You know, if they could speak to you right now, you know, I'm tapping into their higher self, that energy where you can already tap into the potential that is out there. And what kind of draws it in is you opening yourself to that energy, just opening your heart, staying open, not letting the world tell you that you can't have a gentle love, that you can't, you know, with the star, you're the star. You have been in relationships that have made you question whether you're worthy or whether someone's really gonna appreciate you. And now it's about allowing that person to love you the right way. And the way you do it is by seeing them already as their best self. And that you can do that with telepathy. You can really tap into that. I have my workbook down below. It's on sale right now in case you want to take a look. It's in my Stan store. And let me read you their message that came through a song, where it's like, girl, you make my heart go crazy, high as the heavens above. I hope you're thinking about me, girl, because all my thoughts are with you. My love, there's no reason to doubt me. Believe me, it's true, girl. I know I can give you the right kind of love. They are someone of the old-fashioned kind, getting married, you know, building a home together, but not in a way where it's like you're dependent on each other, and it's kind of like the marriage is kind of like something that is constricting, but more so they want to really provide for you, and they want you to be a union where it's like you're you're meeting each other at eye level. No one is above, okay? This is coming from ego when we're trying to control, we're trying to manipulate, you know, there's power play. But in your relationship, I'm sensing there is so much passion, but also balance and fairness. This person is never going to treat you unjust. Oh my freaking Lord. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God. Literally, are you joking? Can't be real right now. Yes. This is someone who's very much grown up. They might not seem like it on the outside sometimes because they're so bubbly and quirky and all over the place and silly goose energy. But they are so mature. God, they are reliable, and you kind of wake that up in them. Just like that person wakes up your bubbly side, your energetic side, you can be soft around them, and you're tapping into curiosity and having fun and just letting loose sometimes, where sometimes you're a little bit too much in your head and they kind of balance it out, and you bring them the motivation to reach higher, to do more in order to provide for you, not because they want to have you as a trophy, because you know that's not the type of person they are. They are very, very much a gentleman, you know, someone who has a big heart, values and manners, someone who moves with a calm patience, gentleness, you know, someone who's ambitious, determined. I'm hearing this as Aries energy, by the way. This person has a lot of fiery Aries, Leo energy. And this is you together, the Emperor and the Empress. You're both very powerful, and I feel like you always needed someone who did not see you as less. But also, it's not about putting someone on a pedestal and being like, you're above me. No, it's about really meeting each other in a balanced, fair way. Oh my God, this got way deeper than I thought. When you whip out the tarot cards, it always gets a little deeper than just the oracle messages. So, by the way, guys, if you would like me to give you your own personalized tarot message, you know what to do. Go to the link down below. I offer one-on-one guidance calls to manifest together with you, or I can also do a reading on whatever topic you would like to hear more about. It's a little more personal than these readings, as always they are for the collective. But let me share the messages really quick because that video is already too long. It was like, oh my God, sometimes it is what it is. So the first song is I Like the Way by Joey Lawrence. The next one is The Right Kind of Love by Jeremy Jordan. Both are kind of like the 90s vibe. I really, really enjoy them. They just give a little bit of a boost in mood, and that is the energy of that person, kind of like bubbly, funny, goofy, silly, you know, a lot of humor out there, confident. Take what resonates and drop your favorite songs below because I'm always curious to read them. And the last one is A Girl Like You by Kevin Edmonds. So that was it for today. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate this community. I am so grateful for you guys. You have no idea. So thank you for being here as always, and I will see you around in the next one.